Today we'll be going over the Wraith, one of the 3 available killers at release, and the OG Stealthy Boy. Before he had nicknames like Bing Bong and Easy Escape Daily, he was called Philip Ojomo. It's a good thing they go by loftier names now, because I don't think any of us would run from the Philip. His parents knew education was the key to success, and Philip found a knack for math at an early age. This would come in handy because he started subtracting family members soon thereafter due to a war breaking out in his home country of Nigeria. It was at this time that his father gave him a bell to ring to signal when danger was near. After losing the entirety of his family, a darkness began to creep into his mind, bringing a hatred and a vengeance with it. As Philip lay dying of thirst and exposure, he was saved by a woman caring for several other children. She preached forgiveness, hope, and understanding. Then one night, after Philip had fallen asleep, they were all murdered, and Philip blamed himself for not ringing the bell. He would then sneak up on a mercenary camp at night after all the men had fallen asleep, soaked the area in gasoline, lit it up, and made extra crispy mercenary. Fast forward to adulthood, and Philip is working at Auto Haven Wreckers in the U.S. state of Virginia. He fixes the cars he's told to, and he crushes the rest. Aware that fuckery was afoot, Philip was content doing his job and staying out of it. One fateful day, he saw what he recognized as blood dripping from the trunk of a car he was crushing. Upon inspection, a man stumbled out, only to have his throat slit by Azarov, who then confronted Philip and told him that every car he'd compacted had actually had a person inside it. In a rage, Philip packed Azarov into the back of a car like an evil suitcase, crushed it halfway, then deciding it might come in handy, proceeded to rip the skull and spinal column out of his boss. Now called the Wraith, his power grants him complete invisibility outside of medium range. From medium range in, it appears as kind of a warped shimmer. Think Predator. This keeps his terror radius and his red stain hidden until he is ready. After a couple ding-dings of the bell, Predator is ready to get on that ass. For about a second and a half after he uncloaks, he gets a massive lunge range and a speed boost. Getting into chases very easily makes Wraith a great starter killer. With a very simple power, it makes learning your mind games very important. Solid Wraiths will use his cloak speed to block windows, pallets, and escape routes. They will also use his uncloaked speed boost to get a hit at unsafe 50-50s. Wraith's another killer that falls short at a high end of play due to having no anti-loop mechanics, past what people already know. A hit-and-run playstyle used to be effective and viable on Wraith until Circle of Fuck You Michaela came along, making it a non-issue for survivors. Wraith sounds like an elephant made out of TV static when he gets stunned. To top it off, he's only one of 2 killers in the game who can be light burned. For the price of a cup of coffee a day, Wraith will run your shit if you drop your guard, though. A 115 that people have had a lot of time to experiment with is not one to fuck around with. Wraith mains stopped getting invited to play hide-and-seek as a kid due to the police having to get involved in the search. They are the kings of the Irish goodbyes. Text them, do not call them. They do not like being called. If you enjoy these and would like to support me, come check me out over at TTV Rust and Salt. We stream pretty much every day, 8:30 p.m. EST. Thanks.